them lined up actually on my workbench. The main point of these cups are in a loving but romantic way, a study in the potter's means, I would call it. Studying glazes, clays and slips, but mainly, and perhaps, mainly in firing stuff. So here's an example of how I would fire some cups, inspired by Byzantine pottery, and I always dig around in ancient pottery types, of all types, and stoneware tradition then. So this can, in Europe we have only 400 years of that. In Asia we have 3,000. I combine these effects into groups like this one, quartets I call this. I make a lot of these. And my hope is to combine different things that will elevate each other and also give the audience, the viewer, a way to get closer. This is from my current exhibition in Malmö. 30 cups, different designs, different firings, different glazes, clays, everything. All different, but in the same format, like PechaKucha. Please visit the online catalog, complete. Kilns have been a part of my entire life. It's actually me in the front there, 7 years old, watching my uncle fire his anagama kiln. So this is my background, and I've been around kilns and kiln design and everything like that a long time. So still today I fired anagama and other wood kilns regularly. This is from 2 weeks ago in Leksand, where I fire this anagama at least once or twice a year. It will be shown in an exhibition in Stockholm next year, the work inside this kiln. During my years at HDK, Gothenburg University, I focused on this type of kiln, a small wood kiln that would give me very varied results, depending on how I could fire it, or at least how I fire it. And it turned out that this kiln was very good for schools as such, because I built 4 of them at different schools around in Sweden now. This is from an opening this summer, with the eager students waiting to see what's inside of the kiln. Well, it's very rewarding. So I stumbled on the use of vegetable oil to fire kilns, or at least I stumbled on using it for propelling cars. So I thought that I would give that a try. So this was the first try. It went pretty well, if you don't count the smoke in. It went to stoneware temperature in a short time, so I knew that I was onto something with this design and this burner type. But it wouldn't suffice that it would burn like this. So after getting the burner to work more properly, I started to work on the kiln design. Every method of firing has its strong points and its weak points, and the kiln is the way to circumvent them or strengthen the strong parts. So I worked a lot with different designs on kilns to get the oil burner to work properly. The oil in itself is very hot and intense, so the kiln has to take care of that in a good way, or else it will collapse. So this is my current kiln under construction. During this summer I had 2 courses in firing and building this small oil-fired kiln. It reaches stoneware temperature in 2 hours, so it was possible to make this course very intense. In 2 days we both fired and unloaded the kiln. Onto the burner design. Using oil has been around a long time, but I knew that this type of design on the burner system wouldn't do it with vegetable oil, because it has to get to such a high temperature before it works properly. So I started working with brass fittings, putting them together, creating a new type of burner system that I discovered through long hours digging around on the web and in books. The idea of the burner is to atomize the oil. I use high compressed air that explodes, atomizes the oil into small droplets that's highly combustible. In itself, the burner head, as you see on the right there, isn't dangerous at all. It's only oil blowing out. But in combination with the burner block you see on the right here, it ignites and becomes a flamethrower into the flame. So that's a strong part about the design, because it's not dangerous in the same way that other combustible materials will do. Here is the entire setup of my current kiln. You see the small air compressor on the right there, needed to propel the entire kiln. So you actually don't need a chimney, but I have one at the back where I can reduce heavily if I like. I also have a big tank of oil. This is a picture of me, that's the last picture. It says Potter in Swedish on my stomach over there. I call it Potter gangster style. Well, thank you, that's it for me.